city. Midnight into morning coffee, burning through the hours talking. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time I stayed for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I'm with you. That first night we were standing at your door, fumbling for your keys, then I kissed you. Asked me if I wanna come inside, 'cause we didn't wanna end the night. Then you took my hand and I followed you. Yeah, I see us in black and white, crystal clear on a starlit night.
Welcome! My name is Tony Paget and I'm an authorised marriage celebrant. I am so excited to join you in witnessing today's marriage between Patrick Athol-Kalia and Georgia Isabel Sainsbury. We are going to start today's ceremony by acknowledging that there are some unfortunately not here with us in person today. However, we know that all those no longer with us are sure to be watching on, incredibly proud of our couple and what they're achieving today. Now we're going to hit pause for just a second because right here, right now, something so exciting is happening. Georgia and Patrick are getting married. Get excited, everyone. So planning a wedding, it takes a lot. There are a lot of moving parts, a lot of decisions to be made, so many details, and then the day comes and flies by in the absolute blink of an eye. So I'm going to give these two a quick little opportunity to take it all in. So Georgia, Patrick, have a quick little look out at your favourite people here. All these smiling faces. They are here today for just one reason, to celebrate the two of you and the love that you share. So take a big deep breath. Remember this feeling, butterflies, excitement, because from this point on it's going to go so fast. So I hope you're ready. On behalf of our bride and groom, to each and every one of you here today, I'd love to offer a sincere and heartfelt thank you. Thank you for the continued love and support you have always given to these two incredible people. Thank you to those that have travelled to make it here today, and thank you for being a part of their love story. An amazing love story that has brought their nearest and dearest all here together, and that's something that just doesn't happen as frequently as we would like. So what that means is that we have to make the absolute most out of it and celebrate accordingly. And we're going to start those celebrations by hearing a little bit about what brought these two to be standing here today. So these two might have one of the earliest origin stories I've ever had, because they first met back in 2005 when they were around 5 or 6 years old. So their families were heading out to a dinner together. Now, Patrick is sure that it was at the Boat Club with its legendary kids club filled with video games. He's pretty confident on that, but there's still some disagreement about if that's where it actually took place. But either way, of course, things didn't kick off then. They were babies. That wouldn't happen until around 13 years later, when Patrick moved back after living in Sydney for a while. Patrick remembers seeing Georgia at her 18th birthday party, and the moment that she walked through the door, he was absolutely stunned by her. He described her as drop-dead gorgeous and admits that he was absolutely speechless when she came over, gave him a hug and said hello. Now, unfortunately, his nerves did get the better of him that night because he doesn't really remember much of the rest of it, courtesy of a few too many drinks. But Georgia's first impressions are a little different, but then again, their friendship spanned years before turning romantic. So she doesn't remember exactly when they met, but Patrick has always been one of her favourite people and the funniest person she has ever known, and that's something that still holds true today. Well, when they did reconnect, it's no surprise that they hit it off. And since then, they've gone on to share and experience so much as a couple. They've shared a lot of adventures together, but perhaps one of their most memorable was a Christmas holiday road trip where they stumbled upon a tiny town called Banana. They decided to visit purely because they thought the name was funny, and it turned out to be one of the best trips that they've had. Of course, life hasn't always been all road trips and random town names. During COVID, they found themselves in different states and didn't see each other for months. But they didn't let that stop them from staying connected. FaceTiming for hours became a regular thing, and they found some creative loopholes of places to meet up as well. Newcastle, Canberra, there were some tricky Queenslander border rules that revolved around there. Patrick was living in Sydney and Georgia in Brisbane, but they made it through 4 years of long distance, finally moving in together in 2022. They're proud of what they've managed to accomplish as a team, from surviving long distance love to settling into their new life together. And throughout their time and shared experiences, they've learnt to appreciate and acknowledge certain qualities and attributes that they love and admire in one another. Now, of course, there were so many details they did love, but I asked if they could narrow it down to the ones they loved the very, very most. Georgia loves Patrick's sense of humour. He has this magical ability to make her laugh no matter what's going on. She also loves how silly he can be, never afraid to have fun with her. His patience is something that she's very grateful for, especially during the tougher times when she's needed support. He's thoughtful, always thinking of ways to help others, and above all, he's incredibly hardworking. No matter what's going on, he shows up and gives his best. Now, Patrick, on the other hand, is head over heels for Georgia's smile and her laugh. He's a fan of her beautiful hair, which I'm glad the curls are on show today, and the way that her glasses make her look even more adorable, if at all possible. He admires her intelligence, although he cheekily added that she's smart when she wants to be. And above all, it's her sense of humour that keeps him laughing and loving her more every single day. Now, it's all of this and so much more that led to the discussion of marriage. Deciding to propose was a light bulb moment for Patrick. One day, he just knew. With that undeniable urge in mind, he asked Georgia's dad, Bernie, for his blessing, and thankfully, Bernie's huge smile was a good sign for Patrick. And now it was time to think of how, whilst having everyone in on the secret. Now, according to Patrick, the fact that Georgia's mum managed to keep the secret was a pretty massive achievement on her part. Now, the actual proposal, it did not go as smoothly as predicted. Patrick had envisioned proposing at sunrise on the beach in Mooloolaba. Perfect, right? That would do just nicely. Well, the beach faced the other way. So sunrise proposal was not going to happen because the sun did not rise there. Instead of the grand sunlit moment, Patrick had to quickly come up with a plan B. He carried the ring around for what felt like forever, all the while trying not to look suspicious. They had breakfast, did some shopping, and Patrick's nerves were probably working overtime. And then finally they drove out to, and how do you say it? Dunthan Rock. A lookout spot they had been to before and found amusing for being, well, according to Georgia, essentially a rock in the middle of nowhere. As they were there, Georgia was blissfully unaware of the reason of their trip, and she was really, really excited because she found $2 on the ground. So she's walking over to Patrick, excited to show him her $2, and he's getting ready to pop the question. Now, with a mix of nerves and excitement, he finally pulled out the ring, asked Georgia to marry him, and of course, an easy yes. She started crying, and the emotions were high, and it was really hot. So they decided that they just needed to quickly go and retreat to the car for some much needed air conditioning before celebrating the big moment. And after cooling off, literally, they then went back, took some photos and reflected on the memorable, if slightly unconventional proposal. And even though it wasn't the picture perfect morning, it was perfectly them and a moment that has led us all here today. A day that they get to share with all of you. The people who are their absolute nearest and dearest, those who have impacted their lives for the better, and those they could not imagine this day without. And after this big day, these two are looking forward to their honeymoon in Italy, where they'll kick off this new chapter. I mean, Italy. Everyone else goes to Bali. Guys, fancy. They're excited about future holidays, saving for their first home together and eventually starting a family. But simply, they're looking forward to living their best life with their best friend, being always just as in love as they are in this very moment. Our lives are made of a series of moments, some big, some small, some that may seem insignificant at the time, but they turn out to be the most important of our lives. All those seemingly little moments are the ones that make up your love story. A love story with many stages and chapters, but I think it's time we get this pretty exciting chapter started, and let's get your ceremony underway. I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you join in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of everybody here, I'm to remind you of the formal and binding nature of the relationship you're now about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is a union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. In marriage, we make promises to one another. We promise to love one another. We promise to learn and grow together, and we promise to be honest with each other no matter what. And we're here today to celebrate the incredible love that these two share, and they could not imagine spending their lives with anyone else. So with that in mind, Patrick, on this day, do you take Georgia to be your lawful wedded wife, promising to stand by her side no matter the circumstance, to share all of life's absolute best moments with her, to encourage and support her always, and most importantly, do you promise to love her unconditionally with all the love you have to give?
I do.
Georgia, on this day, do you take Patrick to be your lawful wedded husband, promising to stand by his side no matter the circumstance, to share all of life's absolute best moments with him, to encourage and support him always, and most importantly, do you promise to love him unconditionally with all the love you have to give?
I do.
You are now about to exchange your vows as a sign of your commitment to one another. Although your wedding day is just one day in your story and your vows will take a brief minute, they are vows that will last a lifetime. Now, Patrick, you're up first. You ready? Yeah, he's ready.
Sure. Alrighty. How do you hold the microphone?
Close to the mouth. All right, Patrick. I ask everyone here
I ask everyone here
to witness that I, Patrick Kalir, take you, Georgia Sainsbury, to be my lawful wedded wife. Beautiful. Pass that one over to Georgia, please. And I ask everyone here to witness that I, Georgia Sainsbury, take you, Patrick Kalir, to be my lawful wedded husband. We'll take it. Round of applause, please, everyone. The public speaking is over. I will now ask for the rings to please be presented. You might want to cast your eyes to the back.
Nice, the party was pumping, and everybody having a ball until the fellas started name calling, and the girls respond to the call.
All right, I'll now ask you to please take each other's rings from the ring box. And in a moment, you'll be exchanging them. Thank you so much. In a moment, you will be exchanging wedding rings as a physical reminder of the promises you have made to each other today. And you'll see these rings every day on the hand of your absolute most favourite person in this world. And they'll be there reminding you of today and the plans and goals you have created together. And most importantly, reminding you always that you're one of the lucky ones. Patrick, would you please now place the ring on Georgia's finger? And Georgia, would you please now place the ring on Patrick's finger? Throughout this ceremony, Georgia and Patrick have made the biggest and most exciting commitment someone can make to another person. They've told each other and all of us here that they are wholeheartedly in this. Family and friends, I'd like you to please get as excited as you possibly can, please, as I pronounce them as husband and wife. It's time for the first kiss. Now, long before our bride and groom were standing here today, they were loved and raised by two amazing women. And this is why Georgia and Patrick have chosen to have their mums as their witnesses today. Just a gesture to show their mums how very special they both are to them, to show them how much they appreciate all they've done to help them become the people that they are today, and just a little way to say thank you. The four of you, please join me in the signing of the register. Alrighty, if you've got some bubbles, I'd love if you could come a little closer to the path. Let's make this little exit nice and long, please, everyone. Alright, family and friends, would you please be upstanding and join me in congratulating for the first time as husband and wife, our newlyweds!
This is when the future gets so clear.
family. So we have the groomsmen. We have Hector, Isaac, Tom and Dylan. And the lovely bridesmaids, we have Mackenzie, Georgia, Anna and Courtney. And please, ladies and gentlemen, raise the roof. We have the one, the only, Mr. and Mrs. Galileo.
You're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in a sky full of stars, I think I see you. I think I see you.
I'd like to bring to the front the father of the bride to say some inspirational words, please. Bernie?
I better make this short and sweet or I'll get the stink eye from Georgie. So, yeah, I'm not really into speeches, but I've just written a short thing down here, so please excuse me, I'm going to have to read it from my phone. Well, I must say it's a pretty good looking wedding party. You're all scrubbed up pretty well. Yeah, Ken, even you. And George, you look absolutely beautiful. Which I always thought you would, so. Yeah, just like a dad, 100% mine. Well, Pax, this is where I'm supposed to welcome you to the family, but I'm struggling. Mate, that's because you've been part of our family for over 18 years already. So all I can say, mate, is look after my little girl, because having a daughter in your life is one of the greatest treasures you'll ever have. So I want you to remember to look after my treasure, or you'll have to answer to her mother. And believe me, son, you don't want to go there. So, Pax, I'll leave you with this, mate. There's no perfect husbands. Treen went close. Yeah, very close. Just behind a father. Is that right, Butchie? Where is he? There's no perfect wives, but keep believing in each other, and there'll be plenty of perfect moments in your marriage. One last thing, always remember, never regret a day in your life. Good days give you happiness, bad days give you experience. The worst days give you lessons, and the best days give you memories. Pax, welcome to the family, mate, and hope you and G have a long and happy life together. Love yous both.
Thank you, Bernie. It's never easy to start the speeches off. Now he's broken the ice. He's warmed the crowd up. Can we please have Katrina, please? The mother of the bride.
Okay, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Treen, George's very emotional mother. If you did see me up the front today, yep. I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone that come today, because I know every single one of you have had to travel, so thank you so much. It means a lot to Bernie and I, Susie and Jason, Jill, and to the newlyweds. Most of you... hang on a second, sorry. As most of you know, family is everything to me, whether you're blood or whether you're not. And they say when your children get married, you become family with the in-laws. We are very, very lucky to say that Susan, Jason, Isaac and Pax have been family since day one. When they did meet at the boat club, so you were right, Pax. Suze, look at me. You have always treated my girls like one of your own, and for that we are forever grateful. And I'm so thankful that George will be part of your family and Jason Gilles forever. That means a lot, because you're a champion. I haven't cried yet. How good's that? They also say it's good to be friends with the person you're going to marry. Well, George and Pax, you've been friends since you were 5 years old, so you are destined to be together. Pax, you've always been like a son to us, and we've been very lucky to watch you grow from a cheeky 6-year-old who liked to dress in the girls' clothes. Sorry, I had to say that. To the kind, funny, gentle, polite man that you are today. Like Bernie said, Pax, other than Bernie, you're one lucky man, because you have got the most amazing wife and one of the best people in this entire planet. We're so very proud of you both and wish you all the happiness in the world. Enjoy this day, because it'll be one of the happiest, and we love you both.
Well done. I think that deserves another round of applause. Woo! So, Pax, have you always cross-dressed, or is that something that's going to come out a bit later? Yeah. Watch out that wedding dress, Georgia. You might come home one day and he's got home early from work and he's strutting around in it. As long as you wear the heels, all right? It's good for your calves, all right? Really good for your calves. Builds them up nice. Come on, ladies, you know that. Oh, definitely. I've got great calves because of the heels. Oh, boots and all. Alrighty. So moving along, can I please have Jason, the father of the groom? Oh, there's a thing there.
Good evening. When Patrick informed us that he was getting married to Georgia, it was a moment of many emotions. Proud. My son has found someone to spend his life with and will be evolving into a husband. Happy. It is easy to see the joy and love these two have for each other. Wonder. Is it true that these people I knew as kids just a few years ago may actually be adults? Concern. Am I really getting that old? Patrick and Georgia have known each other for quite a while. So their relationship has already been tested through time and long distance, tested through COVID lockdowns, and tested through Patrick. When Patrick was in primary school, he used to wear his socks pulled up as high as he could get them. All the other kids wore their socks rolled down as far as they could get them. When I asked little Patrick if he wanted to wear them like the other kids, his response was that he felt more comfortable with the socks up. So that is how he liked it. I retold this story to Georgia a while ago, explaining that Patrick could be a bit of a dork. She looked at me and said, "Well, I think it's cool." He is cool, Georgia, although at times a little clumsy. While Patrick worked with us in Sydney, he managed to nearly drill all the way through his hand, cut his knee so badly that it needed stitches, burned himself several times, and most concerningly, broke a drill 10 minutes after it was purchased. These were only minor disruptions to the asset that Patrick is. And now, as he stands together with Georgia, I am certain that they are stronger than ever. Today, I am a very proud parent, and I would like to acknowledge and thank all of the family and friends for the hard work they have done to make today happen. Thank you. To Georgia, we think you are wonderful and cannot think of a more perfect partner for Patrick. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to our family. I ask that you all raise your glass for a toast. To Patrick and Georgia.
I'd just like to take this time to thank you for never hurting yourself at my house for all that plumbing you've done, because apparently, could have been... Yeah, well, all right, okay. Well, thank you. There's no blood left in my house. That was good. Alrighty. Can we please have Susie, please? The mother of the groom.
Okay, thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate everyone that's travelled from near and far to be here. Congratulations to Georgia and Patrick. George, you have been part of my family, along with Ken's, for many, many years, and Trina and Bernie. And I just want to say, welcome. Now you're stuck with us. Patrick, I'm very proud of the young man that you've become today, and I wish you both wonderful adventures in your life ahead, and we'll be here to support you and love you. But welcome and congratulations. Thank you.
Well, there certainly is a lot of love in this room. Pax and George, you are very well loved, as the turnout has proven. As I take time, thank you for your friendship, for my wife Courtney and I. We really appreciated the time you spent with us. Really appreciated the lengths you go to love us and to take us out as we are. So I really appreciate that. And on that note, I would like to bring up, is it bridesmaids? Anna and Courtney, please. The bridesmaids.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who we have not met, our names are Anna and Courtney. And we have had the privilege of having survived our uni degree together with Georgia, which without each other would not have been possible. And as per Patrick's request, we have prepared a short rap. Okay, you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Just joking. No, we're not doing that. Sorry, Pax.
First of all, we just want to say, Georgia, you look stunning. And it's an absolute honour to stand beside you today on your wedding day. We feel very privileged to know you and to be fortunate enough to be your best friends.
Thank you for letting me sit next to you that very first day of uni.
And thank you, Anna, for sitting next to me and eventually inviting me to join you both. And then our trauma bonding began.
We have so many fond memories of our time together inside and outside of uni. The first time Georgia mentioned she had finally started dating Pax, she announced in a classic Georgia fashion, casually slipping it into the middle of a conversation and moving on very swiftly so that we wouldn't scream right outside our university library. Although, despite her best efforts to drop it and move on, we obviously picked up on it, and screaming and jumping was exactly our reaction.
So can you imagine the day we finally got to meet Patrick? I played it cool, you did not. To be fair though, we had to wait a whole hour in class while Patrick paced around the uni, waiting for us to go on a 10-minute break. Anna rushed enthusiastically down the stairs for both Anna and Pax to awkwardly nod at each other. And thus, the speech family was created, plus our MC Bud.
We love you lots, Patrick. Even though you joked that Corny's son Noah would get married before me. Still burns.
And I appreciate all the plumbing you've done on our houses. You two are a match made in heaven, and it's clear how much love and support you have for each other. We cannot wait to see what the future holds for you both, and we feel extremely lucky that we get to witness all that comes. So if we could all raise our glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Kalia, we love you both.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Was those speeches, yes, yeah, we give that a round of applause. Were those speeches colour-coded so you knew when to talk and when not to talk? Yeah, right. That's very well organised. Can we please have the best man, Hector?
Hi, I'm Hector, Patrick's best man. I'd like to thank everyone for coming and helping make this day special for Patrick and Georgia. They are the two of the most important people in my life. To see them united here today makes me happier than I can be. Georgia, it's no surprise that you are looking amazing. I can tell that you and the beautiful bridesmaids have put nothing short of 200% effort in making this night incredible. And Patrick, yeah. Look, I've been informed that I'm the last speaker before we get to the groom, so I'll try and make this short. Let's rewind back 11 and a half years ago to the day Patrick and I met. This was the best day of Patrick's life. It's not every day you get to meet your hero. And you may be asking yourselves, hero? That's pretty cocky. But as a frequent rental mover, Patrick's decided he would put my South American background to work and help him and Susie move houses a total of 73 times. We'll never know if they would have made it without me. As expected, it was through this hard work, roughly 1 year later, I became his number one person. Don't worry, I took a vote for it. I'd love to take everyone back to that date, all those 11 years ago, and talk about the first day Patrick and I met and the instant mateship we had. But honestly, neither of us really remember that day, besides the fact that it was at school. I'm not too sure what Patrick's excuse is, but for me, that part of my brain is reserved for remembering the first 5 to 10 times I met Georgia. Introduced to me as Mackenzie, Patrick thought it was a great idea to have me call his childhood friends by the opposite name. Today was the first day that I saw proof that Georgia was actually Georgia and not Mackenzie, when I took a peek at the signed wedding certificate over there. Now, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for some very important people. To Susie, thank you for letting me come over after school for all those years to eat tacos and burgers, and being the reason that Patrick and I could be as close mates that we are. Sorry. To Jason and Jill, thank you for letting me come over for the first time to watch Eurovision 10 years ago. Even though Patrick and I didn't get to see our group photo on live TV because Patrick was showing me where the still under renovation bathroom was. To Georgia, being Patrick's #1 person was hard work. It's really hard to compete with a wedding, so I don't think I have a choice but to relinquish my position. From the moment I knew you as Mackenzie to now sitting here as Georgia, you've always been lovely to me. Babysitting me while Patrick's at work when I came to visit, and applying your skills as a speech pathologist and teaching me how to speak with those hard kid-level activities. I hope I've done you proud today. You're nothing short of amazing. Bernie and Trine, thank you for doing a cracker of a job with Georgia. Patrick really needs it. And Patrick, thank you for being so kind. Thank you for being there when I've needed you the most. Thank you for your childless dad jokes. Thank you for propping up the Devon industry on your back and your back alone. And ultimately, thank you for being the best man that I know.
Well said, Hector, well said. Now it's come to the time for Georgia and Pax to have a response. Will we hear Georgia?
Hey everyone, if I could just say a few words, I'd be a better public speaker. Thank you. First of all, everyone has had to put in the extra effort to travel and be here to celebrate with us tonight. It truly means the world to us that you could all be here. Next, we'd like to thank our favourite people who are not sitting next to us anymore, that's fine. We're incredibly grateful to have all of you in our lives. Me and Georgia wouldn't be here without you, and definitely wouldn't have made it through the day without all of you. Obviously, some of the most important people in this room are our parents. We could try, but we can never truly thank you enough for everything you've done for us and all the effort you have put in to make today possible. As you may know, we've known each other for about 19 years, something like that. And that's thanks to our dads for taking a risk and moving to Harvey Bay just before it boomed. And for building a friendship that lasted all these years. We'd also like to take a moment to thank Trine, Susie and Joel. Mums don't get the recognition they deserve at weddings, but they have one of the biggest roles to play. Instead of doing a bouquet toss, we'd like to give some flowers to the incredible women who helped raise us. We love you all very much. Thank you to Isaac and Ken's. You've been an incredibly important part of our lives, and we love you very much. Mum made me say that. We'd also like to give a big thank you to Bud for emceeing tonight. Bud, you've also made some incredible belts for our groomsmen tonight. We would strongly recommend him if you were looking for any handmade leatherwork. This is not a paid endorsement. Honestly, we couldn't think of anyone better to master this ceremony. Thank you for everything. We'd also like to thank all the vendors who made this night even better. Our DJ, photographer, and videographer, you guys are amazing. Also, a huge thank you to Beck, our wedding coordinator, and the staff at St. Bernard's. Wedding planning is stressful, and you made it so much easier. At least, that's what Georgia says. Also, thank you to the chefs and bar staff. The food was incredible, and without the alcohol, is it really a wedding? Finally, I'd like to thank Georgia for actually being here. This whole time I thought she was my carer, but it turns out she actually loves me. I'd like to give you all a very small glimpse into our life together so far. Georgia was the most wonderful person for me. She does the nicest things for me, but also the most infuriating. For example, I hate with all of my heart odd socks. When we started dating, Georgia threw out all of her odd socks, which was just an incredible thing to do. Especially because she didn't have any socks left after that, but that's okay. However, infuriatingly, she refuses to learn which way to turn a tap for hot or cold water. She guesses every time. She is wrong every time. Me and Georgia have been on, oh no. Me and Georgia have been on several adventures together, typically for something dumb. We went to a small outback town called Banana, simply because it was named after a yellow cow and we thought that was funny. We've also taken almost every car we have ever driven off-road, regardless of its off-road ability. Sorry, Mum. The adventures we have are weird and silly and funny, and I can't wait for all the adventures we will have in the future. Georgia, thank you for being everything to me. Thank you for marrying me. I love you. All right, so our first victim is Harry. Harrison Marks, you're up. Next is Tyler. Ross, you're up. Paul, you're next. Wherever you may be. Where's Paul?
He's probably outside.
Oh. He's going to have a Ross rise when he gets back. Darcy, you're in too. Isaac and Ken's, because we love you. And Kylie, wherever she is as well. That's it.
Okay, if your name was read out, can you please bring your chair and come meet me on the dance floor, please? Okay, the name of the game that we are playing is called Musical Treasure Hunt. All right, calm down. Okay, the aim of the game, plonk your bum. Yeah, there we go. Okay, the aim of the game is I'm going to tell you an item that you need to go out to these beautiful people and find. It cannot belong to you and it cannot come off your body, okay? After the first item, and after you come back, you need to return that first item that you've got before you get the next one. Every time you go out and get an item, a chair is going to get removed. Okay, I'm going to yell out an item. You're going to go find that item. I'm not giving you a clue, no. You're then going to come back with that item, but each round, one of you is going to get eliminated. So you have to do it quickly. It can't belong to you and it can't come off your body. Do we understand? I think this is the first group that looks the most confused I've ever had. Do we? Okay, find an item, come back. If you don't have a chair, you're out. Let's just roll with that. Okay, first item. I want a lady's shoe. There should still be a chair left. Yep, there we go. Well done. You ballsed that up, didn't you? All right, let's see those ladies' shoes. Oh, you got mum's shoe. Hey. It's not that type of wedding, mate. It's not that type of wedding. Okay, you need to hand this shoe back. No, you don't need... Wait, he was not listening. Give it back to him. No, sit. This is going to be a long-ass game. Okay, you need to give the shoe back. You don't have to put it on their feet for them, but then you're going to get the next item, which is a driver's license. Three chairs, 2,
Oh, unlucky. All right, let's see these driver's licenses. Bloody New South Wales ones. Oh, okay. We've only got one Queenslander up here. Well done. Okay. Next item. Sit. A man's belt. Oh, unlucky. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, well done. Now, the next item, before you get the next item, with this item, you need to put it back on them. No cheating. I will be watching, and I want you to bring me back some moolah, some money. Make sure you put it on, don't miss those holes. That'll work. That was the dodgiest belt putting on I've ever seen. No, I said make sure you get the holes. I need to authenticate. Let me check. I need to authenticate. There's so much. I'd like to thank you all for coming and have a good night. Just joking. I need to party still. All right, you can give it back. You can have it back. It's the first time I've had all high notes. Normally it's $5 and $10 notes, and I'm just not happy with that. Okay, next item. I don't care if you return that one. Couldn't care less. Okay, I need a lady's earring. Girl, you need to go in the front row here. They've got them all lined up. Okay. Oh, God. How are you still standing?
I don't know. We're cousins, so we all... Where the arseholes?
We don't have pokies, mate. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Sorry, we're just having our own conversation up here, talking about TABs and pokies and St. Bernards. Why not? Okay, who have we got here? What's your name, lovely?
Kylie.
Kylie. Just too busy doing the jiggle dance. And we all know old mate. The favourite cousin. Even George is like, Okay. To declare the winner. Now remember, the item cannot belong to you. I need you to get a selfie with the bride and groom, and it cannot be blurry. Bring it back to me. Phone cannot belong to you. Phone cannot belong to you. No, you each need to get a phone. It cannot belong to you. I'm so confused. There we go. All right, let's see this photo. Patrick's not even in it. Sorry, honey, he wins by defeat. Patrick's not even in it. His hair's in it. That's... Oh, and an eyeball. All right, we'll give you it. We'll give... Kylie's the winner, everybody!
just spit me out. On my way to the bottom, sure I'd never be found. Then you saw me for me, made me believe in myself. On the day that I met you, it all turned around. You said close your eyes, don't look down. Fall into me and I'll catch you, darling. We'll dance in the street like nobody's watching. It's just you and me, and the song will repeat in my head, playing over and over. I'm drunk on your voice, high on the moment. I thought for you twice. If that's what you wanted, I'd give you my life from now till forever. I'm falling in love with you over and over again. Until I had met you, there's no sun in my sky, no mirrors for monsters, no love in sight. Then you walked down those stairs and I knew my heart wasn't mine. On the day that I met you, my whole world came alive. You said close your eyes, I got you now. Fall into me and I'll catch you, darling. We'll dance in the street like nobody's watching. It's just you and me, and the song will repeat in my head, playing over and over. I'm drunk on your voice, high on the moment. I fall for you twice. If that's what you wanted, I'd give you my life from now till forever. I'm falling in love with you over and over again. I'm falling in love with you. I'm falling in love with you. I'm falling in love with you over and over. I'm falling in love with you over and over. Fall into me and I'll catch you, darling. Let's dance in the streets like nobody's watching. It's just you and me, and the song will repeat in my head, playing over and over. I'm drunk on your voice, high on the moment. I fall for you twice. If that's what you wanted, I'd give you my life from now till forever. I'm falling in love with you over and over again. Fall into me and I'll catch you, darling. Let's dance in the streets like nobody's watching. It's just you and me, and the song on repeat in our heads. Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were victims of the night, the chemical, physical kryptonite. be